Welcome to Crypto Moon Hunters, the only crypto podcast bringing you the latest projects across the industry. Cryptocurrencies discussed in this podcast are highly speculative and ultra high risk. Never invest more than you can comfortably afford to lose. Any information discussed in this podcast should not be considered financial advice and is provided for informational, educational, and entertainment purposes only. Seriously, these guys are idiots. And now here are your hosts, professionals of buying high and selling low.
Welcome to Crypto Moon Hunters. I am Crypto Mail. With me today we have Loot.
Hey guys.
I didn't have anything special for you today, but
Okay.
that is because we have a very special guest. A woman who's become very popular in the crypto space, and that is LadyNinja.
Hi guys.
And she is a day trader of crypto, and in a male-dominated world, she's become quite successful. You did quite well with a couple of them. Shiba Inu most recently, isn't that correct?
Yes, that's correct. To be really honest, I made my first investment in Shiba Inu back in January 2021, and I've been holding it since then. But of course, I have to be honest that I also sold a huge chunk of my bag when Shiba Inu spiked back in May 2021. And right before it crashed more than 80%, I sold 80% of my bag. And then when I received a notification that it crashed so dramatically, I decided to let's say inject the funds that I sold prior to the crash. And then I've been holding it since then. Like that account didn't exist. And then suddenly in October, precisely last month, there was another spike. Shiba Inu reached a all-time high, and it changed my life.
That's awesome. That's fantastic.
That's pretty amazing.
I did pretty well on it myself. I sold probably 60%, and I understand people wanting a project to succeed and not selling, but people are crazy when they say, I'm never selling. What's the point of buying it if you're never going to sell it? Yeah, I mean, isn't that the point? It's like you buy a stock, you don't hold it for the rest of your life. You hold it until you have a need, or if you're getting revenue off it, like dividends or something. But yeah, if you can make life-changing money, you sell. You take profits. You don't have to sell everything, but sell. Make some money. Make it worth your investment. Because if you hold it forever and then it crashes, you're going to hate yourself, which I've done a couple times.
Absolutely.
So why don't you tell us about, before we get into some other topics, I know you're involved in a lot of projects. If you want to just kind of give us a little bit of your history and background on that.
Yes. Well, I am a business consultant already for 10 years. And I'm pretty much involved in several projects, business consulting projects in general. But right now, I'm more involved in cryptocurrencies, as an investor, as a trader, and also as a promoter. Well, if you want to call it influencer, that's okay. I accept that word as well. And I've been also receiving a lot of invitations from different crypto projects, to become an administrator, to become a moderator, and to become a promoter, And, well, my agenda is pretty busy. And at the end of the day, I prefer to be called and to be known as an ambassador for several crypto projects because, being a moderator and an administrator takes a lot of time for myself because, I need to be focused on my day trades, on my investments, and so on. This is something that I truly, truly love. And yes, and I'm, as an ambassador on behalf of several crypto projects or crypto tokens, let's say, I normally tend to be very selective. I do not accept to become a shiller or an ambassador to all coins. I'm very, very selective. And I normally accept to be an ambassador of those crypto projects that I truly believe in them And of course, they need to show that they have a great community, because that's one of the key unique selling points for me to accept becoming an ambassador. And if I see that the community behind these crypto projects is excellent, then normally I tend to accept to become an ambassador or a promoter, let's say. And I pretty much promote these projects on Twitter. I'm very, very bullish on Twitter. And my account has been growing pretty fast during the past weeks. And I've been also collaborating with some other crypto promoters, issuing a couple of joint giveaways or joint collaboration in promoting certain crypto projects so that we attract more investors. More and high quality investors, and definitely not those pump and dump investors. This is something that we definitely don't want. And at the end of the day, I myself, I'm mostly focused on those cryptocurrencies that definitely will be there for at least 10 years, if not more. Longevity is definitely a very important factor when it comes to accepting being involved in certain coins or certain crypto projects.
Now, if you don't mind, what projects are you currently involved in?
As an ambassador?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Well, definitely Baby Dogecoin. It is one of my favorite tokens. And there's another cryptocurrency that I truly, truly love, and I'm also very proud to be an ambassador, which is Bud. Bud, it is a token that supports the medical marijuana or medical cannabis industry.
Yeah, they're great projects.
I'm also...
We had them on several episodes ago. Actually, he was our first guest, wasn't he, Luke?
I think he was our first guest, yeah.
Yes, it is definitely a great project. And there's another project that I truly, truly love as well, and that one is Baby Floki. It's like the little brother of Floki. Floki is another crypto project that has the support of Elon Musk's brother, Kimball Musk. Baby Floki is another project that I'm also an ambassador. Like, I'm a promoter, I'm a shiller, and the community is just amazing. It is one of the most bullish communities that I've ever found in my life. And there are many, many other projects that I'm a promoter, but these are the main key 3 projects that I truly, truly love, and I devote my love towards these projects, and I'm sure that they will definitely last for pretty much long time, if not a decade, and definitely much, much beyond that.
Yeah, we love Baby Floki too. That's a great project.
Yeah, I really liked having Rob on.
So, of all the projects out there, I would say, which one do you think has, and I know this is a loaded question because you have several babies, but which one do you think has the highest upside of the ones that you're a part of or watching, maybe not even one you're an ambassador of? In the short term, not long term.
Well, in the immediate short term, I would say it would be Shiba Inu, because as you know, it is, well, if not my favorite coin, it is definitely one of my most favorite coins, because it was the first one that actually changed my life. And of course, I will never forget this coin. I still hold it. I still hold, let's say, a moonshot bag, because I know deep inside that Shiba Inu will explode much, much further than what happened till today.
What makes you think that, just for our audience's sake?
Well, definitely the community. And besides the community, Shiba Inu is developing its own blockchain. It is a true DeFi ecosystem like no other. For example, if I compared Shiba Inu with Dogecoin, you will definitely see that there is a lot of development going on with Shiba Inu. The community of Shiba Inu and the Shiba Inu team, they are developing a very sophisticated DeFi, sophisticated ecosystem that even other meme coins cannot beat that, especially in a short midterm. But we never know what's going to happen in the long term. But I'm pretty much optimistic that many other meme coins and doggy coins will definitely be at a similar level where Shiba Inu is right now.
Cool.
You know, I heard about their blockchain also. Do you have any idea when they're estimating that's going to be available?
Quite frankly, I don't know, but I heard from a couple of community members from Shiba Inu that if not by the end of this year, then probably by the end of the first quarter of 2022. Let's
That's
just wait and
really
see.
right around the corner. There was something that came up yesterday when I was reading the news, and I was really surprised I didn't see a whole lot of media coverage about it, which was, I was really surprised, actually, because I didn't see it covered anywhere, that the chief crypto officer of Robinhood actually said they are not going to be listing Shiba Inu at this time or even on their roadmap at the moment.
Yeah,
And I didn't see it. I haven't seen it anywhere else except just in the news from an article.
I almost think that's more negative news towards Robinhood than it is Shiba Inu, because Robinhood's had such a bad news week.
Oh no, and I'm not saying it that way.
Yeah.
There was so much buzz about Shiba going to Robinhood, and then when Robinhood said no, they're actually the last coin that they listed. I didn't know this till today. I didn't realize just how small they are. They only have 6 cryptocurrencies at Robinhood.
Yeah, and they don't even have a way to transfer it off their app. Or
No,
anything.
they don't. There's no wallet yet. It is in development. But the last coin that they listed was a while ago. It was Dogecoin.
Yeah.
That was the last coin. So, I mean, I don't know why there was so much buzz around Robinhood. Personally, I don't like Robinhood. I don't use Robinhood. But there was just so much chatter and rumors about them being listed there. And, when I saw that it wasn't, I was just surprised to see that there wasn't more news coverage around it. But again, they did receive a lot of bad press recently. So
And
probably just got shoved under the rug.
And LadyNinja, we don't know who the large, because I know the big knock on Shiba Inu is that the main holders control three holders control the majority of it, like half. Does anybody know who those are? Those aren't. From what I'm told, those aren't the creators. They're just early.
Oh yes. Yes, this is a question that the Shiba Inu community receives a lot. Quite frankly, these 3 main largest holders are not individuals; they are exchanges. And I know that a lot of people, especially those ones that don't know, that they're not Shiba Inu investors. They tend to create some FUD around the Shiba Inu ecosystem. But if we look at Twitter and if we check the official Shiba Inu Twitter account and also the account from its founder, you will see that they actually clarify this issue, and they do confirm that the 3 largest holders of the Shiba Inu coin are actually exchanges. So I would actually advise Shiba Inu investors to definitely not to worry about that. It is a great long-term investment, of course, not financial advice, but if you really believe in it, then just go for it and make sure that you hold Shiba Inu for the long term. If you would like to day trade it, it's okay, but do not leverage it too much. Otherwise, you're going to get burned if you don't know what you're doing. But at the end of the day, I do believe that it is a great investment, and it has been changing a lot of lives, and I'm sure that it's going to change much more lives from this moment on.
Now,
I hope you're right.
yeah, me too.
I have some.
I,
I want it to keep going up, 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 up.
I did sell a fair
want
amount
that moon.
that last major spike, because I've been really bad. I buy lots of coins and then I never sell any of them. So I've learned you got to take a little bit of profits. There's nothing wrong with taking some profits, which I know a lot of people in a lot of the communities don't like to hear, but that's the whole point of investing, is to make money. So you got to make some profit in your investment, especially if you put in a small amount and you quadruple or you 10 times or 100 times X, it's worth taking some of that out. So that way anything you have left in it isn't even your money anymore. You're playing with house money. So it's definitely something you want to do. Now, do you invest in any of the big boy coins, or do you just mainly stick to the more, the meme coins, the more obscure coins, new projects?
Well, I definitely invest in utility coins as well, without any doubt. But let's be realistic. Meme coins are the ones that actually have been changing my life and the lives of several people. But of course, on the other hand, I'm also very bullish with utility coins like Bitcoin, Ethereum, BitTorrent or BTT, Binance Coin, BNB. I'm very, very bullish with it. And there's another one that I truly love, and I do believe it is one of the best alternatives for Ethereum, and that is Solana. Solana is one of my favorite utility coins, and they have just organized a Solana conference in Portugal, where I live, precisely this week. And it is one of my favorite utility coins. I'm so bullish with Solana, and I do definitely recommend people to invest in Solana without any doubt.
Are you going to that Solana conference?
It's already finished. I was a little bit late in getting a ticket to that conference, but I was blessed that I could attend it online, and there were a lot of sessions and panels that were so interesting. But hopefully I can attend on site next time. But of course, I need to make sure that I grab a ticket before it sells out.
Yeah, Solana is, I really bullish on Solana. It's actually the second, I actually own, of all the coins that I own, it's my second largest holdings, partially because I did buy it at I thought was an expensive price at like $80-something, but it turned out to be a really good price point to purchase. That's one of my favorites. I still really love Harmony One, and I love their whole ecosystem, even though there's been a lot of negative news around them lately. Some weird stuff going on with DaVinci right now, where supposedly someone that owns one of the main founder wallets is transferring tons of money out daily.
Yeah, it's a large sum of money every day.
Yeah, something weird is going on about that. Supposedly there are some people I talked to in that ecosystem. They think it might be foul play by one particular person and not the whole group. So more to be seen about that, because I really like DaVinci's NFT platform. The one I'm most high on right now, though, and I've been just absolutely enamored, I've been playing in this past week, is Avalanche and their whole system. They have such a good ecosystem. I really think that they're likely to be one of the biggest players out there in the next year or two. I think they're kind of where Solana was, like when right before Solana went absolutely crazy. They have one of the best DeFi platforms out there. I think it's actually on par, if not better, than PancakeSwap, which is Trader Joe. And they have such good yields on their coins. It's crazy how much the interest is that you can earn on these things. Even their USD I'm trying to think of the name of it now. They have one of their AMM aggregators. It has I'll think of the name here in a minute, but it actually has a 57% interest on a stable coin. I mean, it's just crazy the things that you can get on there. They have some other things that it's too good to be true, but I haven't found that it's not true yet. I've been in it for a couple of days now. A guy that we know from our other podcast, he's been in it for a little over a month now, a couple months, and it's like 70,000% interest, which sounds too good to be true, but it's based off the Olympus platform, same type of thing. And apparently that was 140,000% interest for a period of time.
Yeah, I want that. Let's go. Let's do it. Sign me up.
It's ultra high risk. I'll put the links in the show notes.
Everything I do is ultra high risk.
I think this is even higher risk than like the meme coins. But the interest returns on Wonderland with the time tokens is absolute insanity. I mean, I've been in it 2 days and I've made like $40 worth just off $200. I mean, it's ridiculous. So I just put a little bit of money in there to kind of see how it worked. And now I'm going to put a little bit more, maybe a little bit more after that. But it's absolutely crazy. But they have...
Yeah, that's really good. Was it 20 a day or 40 a day?
It's crazy. And they have some strange... Like, you read their white paper, it makes a lot of sense how it works, but it's one of those things that sounds too good to be true. Have you messed with any of the Avalanche system, LadyNinja?
No, actually, no.
Yeah, it's neat because all these different chains have their like own ecosystem, own groups. I know that's what some of the other chains are trying to bridge all of these together, like Polkadot, which they have a really good setup. That's another one I'm really high on.
I like Polkadot. I think they've got something going on there.
Well, their goal is to, kind of bring all of these different ecosystems together, which makes a lot of sense and is desperately needed because eventually, instead of everybody playing on their own chain, you'll just, seamlessly go chain to chain to chain, which, is the future of a lot of this stuff. It seems like it's building out fast, so I think
ultimately that is where it's going to go.
But it's going to have to.
Complete universal chain linking.
And then once we have the crazy metaverse that Facebook's trying to build, which is both ridiculous but also very good for crypto because it's the NFT market, he kept dropping. I listened to the whole thing, as painful as it was to listen to him that long, but I listened to the whole thing and he kept referencing crypto terminology and you could tell that I think he's planning on doing that, a majority of it on blockchain. Because they want to be able to tokenize all the, clothing and, the avatars. And
everything. They want to make money.
Yeah.
It's smart.
So, and they see that
where the money
is. Future. Did you see that in the U.S. they have the CES conference, technology conference? Crypto's going to be invited this time? Crypto project?
I was not aware of that. Who's going?
They haven't announced yet. They just said that crypto projects will be permitted to attend now. So that's
Were
huge.
They banned like last year?
Yeah, they weren't because I guess you have to apply to go, like your group, your different technologies, and they weren't accepting crypto projects at the time, but now they are.
I'd love to see some new hardware wallets.
Yeah, that would be fantastic. But even
ones that like easily integrate with iPhone.
And I'm even seeing on like the business channels. They used to like rarely mention crypto or they would just mention Bitcoin. Now they're like regularly talking about crypto on there. I've even seen some of the like huge end financial firms talk about how they're bullish on cryptocurrencies, how they're advising their clients, which even just 6 months ago you didn't hear that at all. So it definitely feels like it's gaining a lot of steam. Because I keep waiting. I mean, this bull run's been going on for good several months now, and it hasn't, like, the pullbacks have been minor. Like, I know in the summer we had like a 60% pullback, and then now we haven't had more than 5-10%. And it seems
Have you seen the interview with Tim Cook?
I have not.
So Tim Cook said they were starting to talk to him about crypto, and he made some good hints. Well, one of the things he said wasn't a hint at all. It was that he owns crypto. Like, we don't know what he owns, but he definitely owns a bunch of it. And the other thing that he said was that they're looking to interweave Apple Pay with cryptocurrencies.
I had heard that part. I saw that in the news.
That is a big play. I mean, anybody that listens to this cast knows I love Apple. So, and I only use their products pretty much. So I'm really excited to hear about them dipping into the crypto pool.
Yeah, it'd be so nice to just use your phone, have it attached to an Apple Wallet, and have an Apple crypto wallet.
Yeah, or maybe iPhone will have an integrated crypto hardware wallet in one of its chips.
That
Could be like the new chip called crypto chip, whatever.
Well, the thing about Apple and where Apple would really be useful in this space is that right now still paying with stuff on crypto is still
It's hard.
it's a pain in the ass. With Apple always makes things easy. So I mean that's their whole mantra is to make things simple. So I'd more than welcome them joining this space. What do you think, LadyNinja, on this current bull run? Do you think we're getting near the top, or do you think we still have a lot of legs to go before we have an inevitable pullback?
I think we definitely have a lot of legs to go. I don't think we are near the top. Of course, I don't have a crystal ball, but I do believe that 100K, $100,000 worth of Bitcoin might happen pretty soon.
I think you're probably right. A lot of the analysts, and I mean, a year ago, 6 months ago, they've all been saying the same thing. They expect between 100 and 250K Bitcoin by the end of the year. I think 250K is almost...
It's a little
Yeah,
far.
there's no way we're getting 250K. I think even 100K might be a stretch in 2 months, but then again, this is crypto. 200K, or 100K.
I think it would be nice to see 75K first.
Yeah, I mean, let's
I'm
get...
a little bit more of a stepper. I
Yeah.
like taking the steps.
But if we get 75K this month, we get another climb towards the end of the year. In, inflation fears, it definitely seems like Bitcoin has become the new gold for inflation. So, and then if
Well, I mean, inflation's just out of control. We got that whole report.
yeah,
It's up 6.7%, right?
yeah, and there's no signs of stopping anytime soon. So, people flood into Bitcoin to be the new gold. Which, speaking of which, that's another crypto I've been buying. They have what's called Pax Gold, which is tied to the gold. It's value, it's pegged to gold. So, and it's backed 1-to-1 with gold. So anytime as they're
So it's digital gold.
yeah, it's digital gold. They buy when you buy it, they acquire more gold to be the backstop, and then as it goes down, they sell it off. So it's truly 1-to-1 with gold, fully backed. I think it's even publicly traded in the U.S. So it's it's very safe cryptocurrency in comparison to many of
Is
the
it a
others.
stable coin?
Oh, it's yeah. I mean, it's like a stable coin pegged to gold. So it's whatever the price of gold is.
Pax Gold.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
available in a lot of places. I have it on BlockFi,
$1,863
which is
per gold.
yeah, which is the price of a gold bar. So it's another way to invest in gold while doing it through a cryptocurrency, which is very convenient. So I started buying that as my inflation hedge as well.
So yeah, the inflation's really out of control. I think as soon as they get the supply chain under control, it's going to get better.
I think it will improve. I don't know if I necessarily see inflation changing. Actually, my personal opinion is I believe inflation is going to get significantly worse, and I don't think the supply chains is going to help it because I work in commercial lending, and every single one of my clients, every single one, the big business, small business, all of them, they all say the same thing. They cannot find help. So they're all raising wages, all of them. And wages are going up, up, up. Supplies are costing more and more and more.
And then they pass it to the customer.
Well, they haven't yet. That's the thing. Businesses have been afraid to do that because they don't want to lose business. There will come a point where they have to do it. And they're starting to. You're seeing it in certain
They are
products.
definitely starting to. I've seen it in the food industry. I've seen the food prices going up.
Well, in the food industry, energy industry, they're the first to always pass it to their clients because they can. You have to buy food. You have to buy the other thing. When you're just regular goods that people don't have to have, they're much slower to pass that on to the client because the client doesn't have to buy that product. But there will become a point where they're just unprofitable and they have to do it.
Yeah.
So, and that point
I've
is
seen
starting to happen.
milk skyrocket. Milk is very expensive, as an example.
But now you're going to see, your iPhones, your everything, going to have to start going up. And then that tends to have a snowball effect when it starts happening. Because this good that you need for this thing costs more, then it just, it passes down. Because companies have to be profitable. So, You may see it, and then there's quite a few other things out there that that would lead towards continued. Because even if in the U.S. they increase monetary policy, increasing rates, European countries still have negative interest rates with no plans to change that. So, I see inflation being a bigger problem. It may not be catastrophic like it was 20 years ago.
Okay, so let me ask you a crypto-related question to do with inflation. Why, if inflation is around, right, and the cost of goods are higher, what's so great about crypto?
Well, other cryptos may get hurt, but Bitcoin specifically is the reason people call it digital gold and they use it like gold as a hedge against inflation is that when inflation happens, dollars become worth less. Because Bitcoin is a deflationary asset, can't be created other than through mining, and you know exactly how much this is going to be. People buy something because their dollar is becoming less value, but Bitcoin will continue to gain value.
So it's a way to sort of like go opposite of inflation.
Yeah, so say you have $10,000. If you put that $10,000 into Bitcoin, a year later, your Bitcoin is going to be worth more. But that same $10,000 that could have bought, let's just use a stupid example, 45 steaks, now you can only buy 20 a year later because inflation's happening. But that Bitcoin could still buy the same 45 or more.
I see.
That's why.
That's good to know. I never, I didn't really think about it like that. I just know that nobody wants to work because unemployment, the amount of money that they're giving out for unemployment is too much.
Well, Florida's stopped that a long time ago, and we're still not seeing a change. And we have, people moving here every other day, it seems like. And I think people during the pandemic have learned to live differently. So
I need to learn how to live differently. I didn't change anything.
So there's a variety of factors. I mean that was one of them, but
I still spend money like it's water. Come on.
But there's a lot of different reasons. So, and then I guess maybe just people got rich off Shiba Inu. So
yeah,
there's a lot of LadyNinjas running around. So, LadyNinja, you have anything else before we wrap this up?
Well, all I can say is that I love crypto, and crypto is the future, if not the present. And I went practically all into crypto. I don't like fiat. I almost don't have fiat. And all I can say is that, for those people that really intend to invest into something, like a hedge against the dollar or the euro or whatever, I definitely recommend crypto because it is a life-changing industry, and for sure it will save a lot of people from trouble, poverty, misery, difficulties, and so on and on. So I'm all into crypto, and I definitely recommend everyone to invest heavily in crypto. Of course, we should always do our own research, due diligence before investing a huge chunk of money into crypto. And that's why, dollar cost averaging is extremely important when it comes to investing heavily in crypto. But yes, I definitely recommend cryptocurrencies as an investment tool.
Could not agree more. I do think it is the future, whether people like it or not. It's the future. So it's
Indeed.
It's coming fast and furious. The amount of things that crypto can do, I think, is where people really get hung up. They don't understand that, it's going to be part of everything because it's the easiest way to move digital assets, to secure them, to do everything with them. So as it gains traction, you're going to see it. And I think eventually where the tipping point is going to be is when they make it seamless, where you don't have to do a lot of the steps that we currently have to do. But that's any new technology. So
as it matures, it's going to get easier to use.
Yeah, and
more accessible.
And I'm already seeing
Indeed.
it. I mean, if you played with Solana's Phantom wallet, it's so much better than all the other wallets. That is the one thing Solana has going for it. That Phantom wallet's so much better.
I'll have to check that out. I haven't done anything in that ecosystem.
I don't like their DeFi system, their DeFi sites as much. That's the only thing I don't like about Solana. Everything else I love, but I don't know. I'm really hooked on Avalanche right now. That's my new thing.
Well, before we end this cast, I just want to say I have a couple words to say about one of the coins that I invested in.
And we had him as a guest.
And we had him on as a guest. And I was listening back to our cast, and some of the things that he talked about, he almost is making it true. So I'm talking about Spaceport Universe, and right now the coin is somewhere around 3 cents. But what I can tell you is there's some very, very shady developer slash owner actions that are taking place. They're trying to create volume by buying and selling. And every time they buy and sell, the coin just keeps losing value.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I don't get it.
Eldo seemed to have taken, I don't know, $90,000 out of the project, and they keep changing the taxes. So if there's any FUD at all, or if they're doing maintenance, they jack the taxes all the way up so that nobody can sell. Essentially, they're doing shady business practices. So my takeaway from that is, as soon as the coin regains some value, and I'm hoping for double of what it is now, I am going to leave. I'm going to take it all and leave, because I'm really not happy with what's going on there. They
Yeah.
mute people in their Discord and their Telegram that are just giving genuine concerns of, Eldo, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? And they're banning people. It's so shady what's going on there right now.
Yeah, I don't
So,
understand.
Be very careful. The sad part about it is the game is fantastic. It's not even good, it's great. What they built is awesome, but they're ruining it. They're destroying themselves because they're being so damn shady.
I'm not even sure they're intentionally being shady. I think their idea of community management is to silence anyone who has anything negative to say or dissenting, and they don't believe people should be able to sell the coin, which doesn't make any sense. Like, why would you invest in a coin you can't sell? It doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, they literally don't want you to sell. And Eldo has flat out in open chats said things like, get the F out of here. I don't care about your money. I don't care about investors. I just care about the project. The investors can go F themselves.
Yeah.
Like,
If you're not
what
worried
kind-
about
that
the
is-
investments,
what is that?
yeah, if you're not worried about the investors, just ignore them and focus on the game and let the tokenomics be whatever they're going to be.
People are going to buy and sell. That's the whole point of it. It's cryptocurrency. It's not like we're dealing with just a video game. This is not just a video game. This is a video game that generates real money.
Yeah, if you didn't want people to buy and sell, make a video game that's not on blockchain.
Yeah, don't make a play-to-earn game.
It's pretty ridiculous what's going on over there.
So I'm really unhappy about it. I love the game. I hate the ownership. I think they are just evil. What's going on? It's just evil. Just not happy.
On a bright note, our Nafty token guest who was on not too long ago seems to be doing pretty well.
It is doing awesome. Let's get nafty with it.
Well, thank you very much for coming on, Lady Ninja. We really appreciate you. Where can people find you?
Well, they can definitely find me on Twitter. It's Crypto Lady Ninja. They can find me easily and they can interact with my tweets. I post daily tweets and weekly giveaways. So anyone that wants to be part of some of my giveaways, you're more than welcome. So connect to me on Twitter and my username is Crypto Lady Ninja.
Do you have any giveaways going on this weekend?
Well, this upcoming weekend, I might issue a new giveaway, but right now, there is an ongoing giveaway, which is $100 giveaway worth of baby Dogecoin.
Nice.
Yum.
It is still ongoing, so whoever wants to participate, you're more than welcome. And the winner will be announced tomorrow, Friday, 12th November at 7 p.m. Portugal time.
Which will be after this air or before this airs, because this will come out on Sunday. So
Yeah.
But it's good to know.
yeah, and be sure to check her out. Make sure you get into those giveaways, and we definitely appreciate you coming on. Thanks for listening, everyone.
That was fun.
It was my
Thank you for listening to this episode of Crypto Moon Hunters. If you like the show, consider becoming a Patreon and get special perks. Just go to patreon.com/cryptomoonhunters. You can also tip your host by donating to our wallets. Just see the address in the show notes. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and leave comments on whatever platform you listen to.